84 in Utah. Right now the roads are closed. I'm at the Devil's Slide, they call it, here in 84 in the canyon. I'm about probably 50 miles, about 40 miles away. I'm at mile marker 111. Not too far away from 80 at the split. That takes you up to the Wasatch. But I guess there's wind in the Continental Divide. But this is what they call the Devil's Slide here. It's very popular. If you look at my playlist, Point of Interest playlist, I show this many times. I'm hoping everybody can see it. And that's how the mountains are. They got these kind of ridges and vertical kind of way. And these two are side by side, so they made a monument with it calling the Devil's Slide. It goes right down to this little river, creek. It's actually a river. But I gotta wait about 12 to 14 hours, they say. So I'll stop right here and wait, because they stopped everybody in Evanston. Well, it looks like somebody lost a tire. Want to make sure it didn't roll and hit my truck. This is pretty bad. This is where an axle would go and let loose. We'll see what kind of evidence it is, but dualies like this can kill people. That's why vehicle inspection is real important. But it looks like it's a metal rim. And it looks like a lot of heat, but it ripped right off. Right off all the studs are on. But it broke right off the stub. Looks like the brake drum's still on, so it took the brake drum, and so the brake drum itself got cracked all the way around. So it broke off the brake drum. And it looks like one stud just broke right off. And these are steel rims, not aluminum. But these tires look pretty good. They're about $300 each. But damn, for this thing to be flying, that's pretty bad. I have to get some. It's pretty heavy. It's about 300 pounds each. But that's pretty bad. For it to be rolling down the road about 80 miles an hour. But it's pretty bad. But this is Devil's Slide. Looks pretty good. Well, you can see how it skimmed across the whole side here. It's got marks on the side here. And because it ripped off, I wonder if the guy really noticed. But bouncing all the way through here. Dang. And I finally just rested right there. That's not good. Oh no, well, we'll see how bad it is in Wyoming. I gotta wait at least about 12 hours. This truck could get real dirty once you go across in Wyoming. It's set for 10 below, so that seems to be good. I had to plug a tire and it seemed to be alright. But everything's perfect, it's not leaking or anything. They're all at 100 pounds when I woke up this morning. The road was closed last night. But now it's finally telling us it's about 12 to 14 hours. It didn't say that before. I always make sure I lock it. All this stuff is under insurance, but man, when somebody does things that really hurts it. It hurts your reputation. I got right on the curb here. It's not good on the sidewall, but I gotta keep it close. That should be alright. I gotta watch that when I leave. Double slide, yay. But it's probably about 35 degrees out. Once the winds go down, it should warm up. I'm hoping it will open this afternoon. I gotta be in Chicago, really west side of Chicago, Wilmington. That's Tuesday in the afternoon, so I'm not really worried about it. I want to make sure that bubble went down. It seemed to. I didn't see it anymore. But every time I look at it, it's always on the bottom. And I do look carefully for my plug. Oh, there it is. Yeah, that looks pretty good. The bubble's down. Yeah, I figured I'd wear it down real quick. Yeah, that bubble's all flat now. It's right against the steel. That's the right way to go. That should go for the life of the tire. I was worried about that, but it seemed to wear right down. That's what it normally does. Once there's no air leaking out, and then it will flatten right back out. It does need to be replaced. Yeah, that's too bad. That's so dirty. You can see how dangerous it is. You have drivers that it goes right through the windshield, the front windshield, and they never want to drive again. The odds of something like that almost killed them. I talked to a couple drivers like that where they're driving down the road and their wheel came off and went across the medium and went right in their windshield. And all of a sudden they're like, no, I'd rather be a security guard. I don't want to be a truck driver no more. It's like, yeah, that'll wake you up. But the odds of that happening, it's really, really intense. But when I was really young, this guy fell asleep in Iowa. And he went into the medium. He was a tanker. It was doubles too. He went into the medium, went down, and went up right to me, ready to smash right into me. And I'm in the cab over, and I see his eyes where he's sleeping. He just woke up when the whole truck moved from the medium because it went dipped down and went up, and the whole truck moved over, and he woke up, and I saw his eyes waking up how big it was, and he grabbed the wheel and turned it, and it just missed me a couple feet, and he went back in the medium, went back down, and then up and down the road he went. He didn't crash, but that all happened so quickly. Well, that was my younger years, and you could see how close that was to death for I, to having a head-on collision like that, and he barely missed me by feet. But how close it was, I could see his face expression. It was really, really sad to see that, and the risk and how dangerous it is. And it's 10 truck drivers a day die in the United States, and they classify that firemen, policemen, and truck drivers are the most dangerous jobs. And everybody gets their turn on how many die. It's usually truckers are number 1 or number 2 every year. Yeah, 10 every day die in trucking. So just want to let you know. But here I sit. I'll probably leave in the afternoon. I'm hoping they'll open it up. It said 10 to 12 hours, and that was at 9 o'clock in the morning, so it might be this evening. But this will get me all the way to probably, I'd like to get to Grand Island. And that should be a good place to stop. And then from there, I go right to Wilmington. It's just 2 days exactly from here. So it should be really good to go. Well, thank you very much for your time. Back to sitting around. It's actually the next day, the following day. I've been here since probably 2 in the morning a day and a half ago. But it's snowing over here, but Wyoming just opened now, so I get to go now. Tires still there. The deer, they're gone. The slide's a little snowy. But I'm just doing a walk around here. Go see how this tire's doing. The tire's doing good. I got gauges that go right to that monitor the tires. It tells you the temperature and the pressure. It's really cool. This guy didn't know that it's open. Those are big D16 engines. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 times 16, that's how many pistons are going. Those are powering 3 generators. And one's for the cooling system, one's for the computer, one's for the motors. And those electric motors, just like the Tesla kind of way, they've been going on for years. But yeah, those are big D16 engines. Those pistons, you put your head in it, it's so big. It's nice to hear that muscle. So when you talk about hybriding and all that, hybrid cars, well, local motor train's been doing that for years. Probably early 1900s. But it's not that cold, so I'm not going to put my winter front on. Well, you want to wipe some of the snow off, if not it goes in your face for a while so it blows off. Especially by the cooling area, you don't want that sucking in. Pretty soon it'll freeze up, be a block of ice. But it's time to hit the road. Say goodbye to Wasatch. This is the canyon, I-84. But it's a long wait. I waited all day yesterday. And then finally this morning it said it would be open about 8 hours, and now it just opened now. So it's time to hit the road. Thank you very much for your time.